Hey. I really hope that you all are having a blessed day. I'm just coming on with a quick word that I just been really experiencing with myself lately, and also um, just certain things that I'm just seeing and noticing that God is doing in my life on today. And I just pray that this finds whoever is needing to hear the words that God is getting ready to use me to say. And I just pray that it sheds lights on the areas that, we need to be focusing on this time, and in this time, and just learning to just realize that regardless to how we feel within, that we always will end up right where God needs us to be, and we always will complete that which He has started in us. God will complete it. I'm sorry, not us. Lately, I've just been really looking at a lot of things within myself that I just don't like, and just wanting to get to a point to where I begin to start learning to do better about things. And sometimes, if you're a person like me, if you're the type of person that I am, you kind of beat yourself up and things like that. And I always strive to try to do the best I can at trying to get everything perfect. And it seems like the more that you aim to start making yourself aim for perfection, like it just never turns out in the fullness as to how you think it should go. And it begins to make you even more frustrated in the inside. Well, I'm here today. One thing that I'm learning, and I'm here today to just encourage people to just know that your imperfections, the things that you may be beating yourself up on with today, and causing you to feel down and to deal with anxiety and depression, because you begin to think that you can't get things right. You can't always do things the way that you feel that it should be. Don't rush things. Don't feel that you have to rush things. Don't feel that everything always has to be perfect. Just trust God and His time, and everything concerning you is going to come in God's perfect will when the time is right. The things that you feel that you struggle with today, God is going to help you through those things. And He's also going to use those very things, those very imperfections that you feel, your flaws, whatever it is that you call it, imperfections, flaws, to me it's the same thing. Whatever it is that you're feeling inside about yourself that you feel that you can't get right, God is going to use those very things with you to help somebody. When He brings you out, you are meant, you are destined, you are then called to bring others out. So you might not feel like you're getting it right now, but just trust God's timing, and just trust that everything is aligning up to His perfect will. And also, it may look like in some areas that you're being defeated. It may look like the enemy is winning, but guess what? We still have to learn how to keep our focus, our eyes, our mind, everything about us, everything concerning us. We lean on God to fix and to deal with those issues, because we know and we understand that we can't fix it. When we try to do certain things on our own, it only leads us digging deeper and deeper into a pit. But if we learn how to give those things to God and trust that His will is going to be done, and trust that He is God and He knows what's best. See, most of the time, a lot of us, we don't hand things completely to God, or either we hand it to Him and we come back and we start dibbling and dabbling and looking for ways to kind of sort it out and fix it ourselves, and we end up making things much worse. And I am so sorry about the noise in the background. You guys, it's my children. Y'all know I got 6 babies. I'm sorry. So sometimes we try to fix the problems on our own, and we end up making a bigger mess. When if we just fully just hand it over to God, everything works out just right. But we have to learn how to trust Him, regardless to what we may be feeling, or what we may be sensing about the matters or about the situation. Because a lot of us, we look at things according to how we see it. When we see something that doesn't look right, we try to look for ways to fix it. And I told you guys, those who have been following the ministry for a long time, I would actually sit down and try to plot it out, calculate, look for ways to work it out and to get myself out of it. And then I would always end up at a dead end, to where I couldn't do anything to fix it. I couldn't do anything to make it right. And I would sit there and I would kick myself, or do so much overthinking to the point I would drive myself crazy because I couldn't figure out how to solve my problem. I had to learn how to fully hand it over to God. And it's like he allowed certain things to pick up even worse in my life until I learned how to trust him, until I learned how to hand it over. I told you all he would visit me in my dreams from a cloud and tell me that just how much he was going to keep allowing things to happen until I learned how to trust him. It wasn't easy. I admit it takes time, for you to gain that type of trust that God is needing us to have on today. But man can't do you nothing. Man will fail you. Man will fail you. Man can't do nothing for you. That's how I look at it. Man can't do nothing for me. I need God. Even though I'm married, I have a husband. My trust ain't in him like that. My trust ain't in the work of his hands. My trust ain't what he can provide for me. At the end of the day, I still need God to be there for me, to look after me, to look out for me, because he sees the things that I can't see. He knows the things that I don't know. And outside of him, I'm nothing. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's too many distractions in the background. I'll see you all next time. Love you guys.